Hi, everyone, and welcome to your Daily Five. I am your host, Mish Schneider, and let's get right to it since I have a bunch of picks that you should be watching right now. What I'm calling this segment is a little of this and a little of that, or my picks to keep on your radar, because I try to pick things from all different asset classes so that regardless of what the market does, whether it decides to react to inflationary pressures, we've got picks that could do well in that. And if it decides that it's assuming some easy policy by the Fed, then we got picks that will be good for that. And sometimes picks just work out regardless of what the market does. So it's always good to have some risk reward parameters. Here is a list of the picks. So now let's go to the charts. Okay, so the first pick is Visa. And with Visa right now, if we take a look at the way the picture is, we had a good bottoming pattern down here. We even had a mean reversion pattern, although it didn't really break down here under the momentum. It's definitely showing leadership to the benchmark. And right now it's getting very close to trying to break out over the 50-day moving average on real motion. And it has already in price. Now notice it also got to the top here of the Bollinger Band, which means that really it has to clear over these levels, I believe, to get good. So far today's high is 230, 272. If we can get through there, then I think you have a pretty good risk down to, let's say, the low around here to about 228 to see if this thing has more momentum. From a fundamental reason, I believe that with the holidays coming up, we have a situation where a lot of gift cards will be given this year because people are well aware of the supply chain issues and the fact that deliveries aren't necessarily happening on time. The next pick is Spotify. Now, Spotify, I just like the stock in general. I like the fact that it's basing here. I like the fact that you have a pretty good risk to under the 50-day moving average. You're getting an inside day as I am talking to you, which means that the range today is inside the range of yesterday. We have momentum improving. We have the leadership now on par with the SPY. And so if this actually, I would probably say, clears 238.41, has to clear the high of yesterday, then you could probably have a pretty good risk here to just about under that 50-day moving average. Technically, we like to use the low of the moving average at 222, but that would be a pretty far risk. So I would say make it a little bit tighter than that, let's say under 229, and see if you can get this up to 250 and beyond, tackling eventually the 200-day moving average. And so essentially with this one here, I like the fact that I've been hearing commercials on football Sundays, and I think that this could actually be even an interesting gift idea is to give somebody a Spotify subscription. All right, the next one, I've been talking about it for so long, eventually I think I'll be right, but we're not there yet, and this is Beyond Meat. I like the double bottoms here that it put in at around 100. I like the mean reversion trade that was actually picture perfect. I like the fact that it's getting an inside day right here. So what I'm looking for right now is if it closes above 106, and I actually have in my notes 106.20. If it closes between 106 and 106.20, then I think you can be a buyer, and I would risk down to the lows and just hold it and see what happens. The next one is Constellation Brands, which actually reported this week. This also now is clearing the 50-day moving average and momentum, showing leadership. Even though the slope here is still negative on the 50-day moving average, we've cleared it. And another one having an inside day. That's very interesting to me. It tells you that the market right here is at a pause, trying to figure out what it wants to do next. And if you watch my video that I did, the longer one, I really break down different strategies and intermarket relationships that are key to see what the macro is. And you can see very clearly now, if this gets through 219, that looks like a good buy as well. Next one is Capri. So in the retail sector, I figured I'd want to give you one. This has always been one of my favorite stocks. It did have also a good excuse me, mean reversion pattern. And now we're having yet another inside day underneath this 200-day moving average. So to me, a move over, let's call it 52. You can risk to under this low. So figure 49, $3 to see if this thing has some legs to go up as we get closer to the holiday season. Capri, of course, is Michael Kors and Jimmy Choo. Another one, full disclosure, we actually have a position in this one. This is eHealth. I had talked about this on the media. This cleared and actually had a divergence when the momentum cleared the 50 before the price did. Now the price, as you can see, that yesterday was a really good day. This is not having an inside day. It's actually getting some follow through. If you're not already in it, I would probably say that somewhere around 43.60 would be a good area to try to see if it dips. If not, and you're going to get in now, you can simply just use a risk to under yesterday's low or under 41 to see if this thing can move up. This has been floundering for a long time, and I believe that when this one gets going, it could be pretty exciting. Now, I just read that there's a drought situation on oats. And so Oatly, oat milk prices could go up. So I would be wary of that. Obviously not enough information here for real motion and no leadership yet. So I'd be a little bit patient. But this too had, at least on price, a mean reversion. It broke down under the Bollinger Band and popped up with some follow through as I'm speaking to you. I think this one is pretty clear cut. You wait for 2 closes over the 50-day moving average, and then you can pick your risk based on whatever the low is on the day that it clears the 50-day moving average, and then see if this thing's got legs to get up to about 20. And the last one is gold, because gold, after the unemployment numbers came out, the jobs report, I should say, and said that we actually only had 194,000 jobs added and wages have gone up. You can see what's happening here with gold. Now, it opened up higher and it's come off. That's very typical. But on the other hand, you have a very good point to look at here, a move above this 50-day moving average, particularly if the momentum can start clearing. And look at the momentum is not too bad. It's on par in terms of leadership. So I keep an eye on this one for next week, because if we can get back over the 50, considering we've had good bottoming action here, then gold and silver could be finally time to say, hey, yeah, I think we have inflation and they've been undervalued. Okay, that's it for now. Thanks so much for watching. You all have a great weekend. Bye for now.
Hey guys, Dave Keller here with StockCharts.com. Thanks so much for watching our video. If you enjoyed it, and we hope you did, hit the like button right below. Also, we have so much new content every day. Consider subscribing to the channel. Just hit the subscribe button in the video or right below. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. Have a fantastic day.